Is this a dream? Or is this real? It seems to be real. I was just checking to see if I was awake and I wasn't dreaming. Yes. Yep, it's real. I mean, the world is so crazy right now and so surreal right now. You're never really sure. Yeah, as they think so too. You don't need comedy anymore because reality is a comedy. You don't need films anymore because reality is a film. So, it is 7 o'clock in the morning and it is April the 9th, if you want to know. And this right here is the beginning of the Greater Grisedale Horseshoe. Not the Grisedale Horseshoe, the Greater Grisedale Horseshoe. So it means it's the Grisedale Horseshoe with a little bit extra. Sounds logical, doesn't it? Yes. So it is quite a big walk, this. About, I think this version is about 15 miles. I did a version of it a year ago which was about 17 miles because I parked near Brothers Water and then walked round. But this time I've just parked on the cricket field in Patterdale. I think it's St George's car park. Don't quote me on that. £5 for the day, which seems fair to me. This Greater Grisedale Horseshoe walk is another Stuart Marshall route. So I think this will be the 6th one I've filmed. So, and then I think I'll have a bit of a break after this one. I think one doesn't want to repeat oneself too often. It's wall-to-wall blue skies today and tomorrow and this week. Not a cloud to be seen, and there still hasn't been any rain since I was last out, so it's going to be very dry. I'm not complaining because we've had such an awful lot of rain this past few years. I mean, enormous amounts of rain, and the ground is so soft and wet that the first gusts of wind that come along and trees are just falling over because they've got no grip. So on this occasion, some dry weather. It's called for, I think. It's not always bad. You know, if you come to the Lake Districts a lot, like me, and you see the amount of trees that are just falling over, you know, it's not good. And it's because of the rainfall, the endless rainfall. I also remember a couple of years ago when it was dry like this, in spring and early summer, and it was like, oh God, look how dry it is. And then it just pissed it down for the next 3 months. so, you know. It was 4 degrees when I started, even though we are in like a kind of a heat wave, a spring heat wave. It was freezing when I set off, but it's already warmed up significantly, and I'm quite hot now. That sun, there is real heat in that sun, and it's going to be a hot and dazzling one, I think. Let's get most of it out the way before midday, and it's all good. I think what I usually do in the summer months normally is I will start a hike very, very early, like 4 o'clock in the morning, kind of early, and then be done by 12. But I can't quite do that yet, because even though there is a bit of a heat wave going on, it's still early April, so yeah, sunrise is 6:30, so it's too early to start that early. So there are 8 Wainwright fells on this walk. The first of which is Birks Moor, which is up there. Somewhere. I've got no idea if I pointed to the right place, but it's the big one behind me. The one that's now in front of me. Up there. The part of this walk is striding edge. So I wanted to start as early as I can, just so it's not a centipede of people, a train of people all the way along it. So hopefully it won't be too chaotic. I mean, I have done striding edge before, several times before, and this route up several times before also, and so far it looks pretty empty, so long may that continue. Right, time to strip off some layers. I mean, I'm not trying to film striding edge or anything. It's not that long since I was on the damn thing, actually. It's just part of this route. It's just a part of the Greater Grisedale Horseshoe. So it's about me filming that, really, not striding edge. You know, truth be told, I actually think, this is just a personal opinion, but I think striding edges are a little bit overrated. It's just terrible on your feet, and it's a bit of a pain in the arse, especially if you've got good stamina yet arthritis in your large joints like me. So it's just a pain. It's just an absolute pain, striding edge. And I love a good scramble. It's nothing to do with the technical thing. It's I just think it's overrated. I just think there's better, more fun routes in the Lake District. So it is hot. Yeah. So I didn't set off early enough, really. I should have got here an hour sooner. You know, alas, no point grumbling about it now. For now, here's Birkhouse Moor, right in front of me. Birkhouse Moor. That's as close as I'm getting. I'll look off the side of here. I think last time I was on the other side of the Lake District, up Blakefell, looking for the best vista in the Lake District. Well, this one's not bad either. Looking at Ullswater from Birkhouse Moor, it's a good one. It's great looking from Catstead up there as well. Maybe it's a bit better from Catstead, it's just a bit higher. The summit there, with Helvellyn, Catstead and Striding Edge in the background. Soon to be approached, but round here we've got all this kind of place fell there in the centre of screen now. Ullswater, Hallingfell, Gowbarrow Fell over there. In the middle of the screen there is Sheffield Park now. Yeah. The Hart side over there, Rays. Yeah. As of right now, I am sweating cobs. I'm roasting. But it soon gets cold when your back's wet through and you're standing around. So, I'm saying goodbye to Birkhouse Moor, and I'm heading off to get Striding Edge out of the way as fast as I can before the hordes arrive. Hole in the wall here. I don't need to climb over, do I? I think I can get to it from up here. Right, I'm just about to start striding edge. There's a guy in front of me very much taking his time though. Oof! Well, that rock certainly isn't taking its time. Jesus. Right, let's go. See, my knees just do not want to play the way they used to. See, I just don't like it that much. It's just rubbish on the feet. So, I've done the first half, and most people who are doing this go up here. But I'm going to go down there and conserve my knees. You know, this is the 5th time I've done it, maybe 5th or 6th time, and it's not getting any easier. It's just bad on my ankles and knees. You know, each to their own. Some people think it's the best thing since sliced bread, but not me. See, this secondary path is looking a bit worse for wear, actually. So I couldn't be bothered with that there chimney. So I just need to get up there. Bit of cloud. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. But it's welcome. Not far from the top now. Just a couple of 100 metres. VISTA I was talking about is over here. The view to the west of Helvellyn. And it's looking pretty boring today because the light is so flat, but you might get the picture. Let's get to the trig point. It's quiet. There's not many people around. Oh, here they all come. Oh. So even if I tap this trig point, it's not the true summit, the Helvellyn actually. The true summit's back there. So I can go right ahead. It, the VISTA. So I'm just coming off the summit a little bit to get a bit of shelter, and I'm going to sit down, dry off and have a cup of tea and look look at this view. Look at that. So, I was complaining about the weather before, now it's bloody freezing. And the weather has changed dramatically, and it's for the better. Helvellyn trig point there, but that's not the official summit. The official summit is right here. There. There. Slowly making my way now towards Dollywagon, Pike and friends, away from Helvellyn. Reasonably quiet, I can't believe it. Wow, making a racket. It is that cold, I am having to put my hands in my pockets to keep them from getting chilly. In the wind chill. Yeah, it's freezing. Strange, very strange weather. But, you know, I am British. Complaining about the weather is a national pastime. You see, as much as I love that vista, it's not the perfect vista for a few reasons. The main one being, I just don't think it's as dynamic as the one at Blakey. First, you know, I just don't think the forms are, as much as it is a fantastic vista, and if you had a long lens, there's things to look at and marvel at. A vista is a wide shot, so not long lens. And I just think the one at Blakey, the view at Blakey is, there's just more interesting things going on in it. Secondly, there are places you can stand on Blake Fell. Like if you stand to the side of the fence, the wire fence, there are views which look as if the landscape is totally untouched and uninhabited by human beings. It's like got a primordial view. If you stand at certain places, you know, you can't see the walls or the hedgerows, which you can down here. You can see them down there, walls, hedges. These are all signs of agriculture, arable farming, human beings, cultivation, the cultivation of the land, producing food we've been doing for several thousand years. So it's always a bit of a giveaway when you see the old hedges. Striding edge looking rather lovely. So as much as I think that is a banger of a view, look at Great Gables. Lovely. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful vista, but I just think, for reasons I've just explained, that one at Blakey has the upper hand. I might spend a few videos going in search of a potential better vista. There are a few candidates. The view from the top of Harter Fell is, that is a vista, incredible, and it's just a fantastic view of the Scar Fells, as is the one from Green Crag. I think Wainwright said it was even better than the one at Harter Fell, because it was just a little bit further back, and you could include Harter Fell in the view. I think one of my personal favourite vistas would be the view from the top of Lingmill. That's one of the best. Lingmill. In fact, that might be the next video. My favourite walk is a walk to Lingmill from Seathwaite. I think if you stand atop Lingmill on a certain type of day with certain types of weather, it'd be difficult to beat. And to make it even better, you could go from Lingmill, miss out Scarfell Pike altogether, and just head over towards Scarfell and stand at Mickledore looking into Great Moss. That's another candidate for best vista in the Lake District. Yeah, so that was two in one go. Yeah, I have to say, yeah, that view from Mickledore with Scarfell on the right hand side with Broadstand and the sheer cliff of Broadstand looking into Great Moss, that might be number one as well. That's a potential number one. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Spectacular. I'll have to get my camera out in a minute at the summit here. Right here is Nethermost Pike. So I'll get my camera out when I'm at the top. And this is number 3. Number 3 of 8. That's not it. It's over here. Cheeky. False advertisement. Well, at least it's warmed up a little bit. That's nearly getting my gloves out. So, this is it. Nethermost Pike. I'm coming around this way because I'm not wanting to shoot into the sun. There you go. Nethermost Pike. Go around it. Go around it. Oh. Yeah. So, that was Nethermost Pike done. Dollywagon Pike. It's over there. It's quite a way away, actually. I forgot how far it was. It's probably not that far. You know, when you put some haze over some hills, it makes them look miles away when they're just in touching distance. Nice. Very nice. Not a Wainwright, sorry. Yeah, it looks pretty good from here. Just a few fence lines dotted about, which give it away a little bit, but it's a good one. That's where I've been. Oh, it's gone. That's on. Whew. Here we go. Dollywagon Pike. Whew. Right, let's get a 360 from here. coming down here is misery. Absolute misery. Not Kathy Bates misery. Well, actually, yeah, Kathy Bates misery. That scene where she takes a sledgehammer to his ankles. Yeah, it's a bit like that. It's that level of misery. I've got to go over here, haven't I? You know, it feels like they've put it there just for me, so there was once a gate on it. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Now the good news is, when I was here a year ago, this valley floor was a giant swamp. It was a giant bog. It was a lake on top of a bog. That kind of, with grass poking through occasionally. It was just misery. But it's dry. Today it is dry. Dry as a bone, as you can see. Yeah, so this is the boggy bit. This was all underwater. Bog. Boggy bog. If you're doing your Wainwrights, now's the chance to get them in. Get all the boggy ones in. Get high seat in quick. Whilst it's like this. The North Central Fells. Misery. It's just a giant quagmire. But now it will be completely doable, I imagine. Even there. Oh, this looks massive for some reason. It's not though. It just. Oh. I just remember it. I remember it clearly from last year. And it was miserable. Doing these long ones, the second time, it's a lot easier. It is a lot easier second time round. Just because I'm fitter. I'm fitter, basically. You know, a year ago I was still recovering from a long illness. You know, some of these routes that I thought were beyond me. But I ended up managing to do them, to my surprise. But now they seem pretty straightforward. Just got to keep pushing. You just got to keep moving. So here is where I derobe and take some layers off. On this little wee table here, I think. Which has been put here especially for me, I think. Yes. Actually, no, I don't think I'll use that. It's rusty. Right, let's get up there. Let's get up there. Yeah. Basically, I think Sandal's basically here. I think this has been designated the official summit. Sandal, number 5th of the day, I think, the 5th. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. Nice skid area in view now for the first time today. Fairfield up there. Not in cloud for once. I mean, I say for once. I always see it not in cloud. But every time I'm up there, for some reason, there's cloud. It just doesn't like me. Oh, okay. So, bit of a slog now to St Sunday Crag, which is over there. Okay, let's go. Onwards to St Sunday. I know I made a bit of a song and dance about the misery of ascending St Sandal, but you know, it really wasn't that bad actually. 800 steps done, and yeah, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I remember. I must be in the zone. Well, I just came down that. Can't say it was the most fun I've ever had. But now I'm down at Grisedale town, and I've got one more big push upwards in terms of ascent. St Sunday Crag is not small. But it's my last big push of the day. I know this looks like a good path, but believe it or not, this path, or one of these paths, just disappears off into nowhere. It's like it goes off into the twilight zone or something. What, you don't believe me? I'll prove it. I'll prove it to you. Oh gosh. So you can see here that the path splits off into two paths. One that goes up there And the other one that goes up there, if you can see. So the twilight zone is this way, on this path. I mean, as you can see, the rock is a lot less disturbed, even though you can see that it was once a major thoroughfare and a proper path. It has since been abandoned in favour of the one I just walked past. But anyway, I said I was going to prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. So, people have used it because there's footprints. I can see footprints. Whoa. Oh. You see, it's clearly not getting much use, this path, but it's there. It's there. There's clear footmarks and footprints from days gone by. It goes this way. Yeah, it goes this way. I think I went that way last time. You can see it clearly is disappearing. Told you. What did I tell you? Yeah. So the path is now gone. It's gone now. And all we are left with is this mossy bank. Just like I said, you should trust me more. Right, let's get up it. Oh, at least I am back on the path. Ah. Oh. Just a few false summits to go. Right, so there's the summit there. You can actually see most of my walk from here. That's Birkhouse Moor there. You know, going across down there, up, Striding Edge, up onto Helvellyn there. Then I came across here to Nethermost Pike. Then I came down here to there, Dollywagon Pike. And then from Dollywagon Pike, went down the back of it, then up onto the top of See Sandal there, and down. And I've come all the way along here in this valley, then up behind this to here. So it's about 30,000 steps so far. And after this one, I've still got 2 more to do. Birks and Arnison Crags. Oh, you can see red screws over there in the distance. Not one of my favourites. Ketmere Horseshoe over there. High Street on the horizon. There we have it. St Sunday Crag. Box. And this is a Mars bar. Much needed. St Sunday. So, next fell. Next fell. Birks. Done. Right. Right, this way. Oh. Right. Interesting little outcrop. It's like a little fort. Yeah. All the water looking lovely. Yes, lovely. So that was Birks. Not much to say about it really. So onwards to Arnison Crags. Okay, so I've just got Arnison Crags right in front of me, and it's a 2 minute. It's a 2 minute jump up here. Right. Arnison Crags. Whew. There it is. There's the view. Brilliant. That's all done. That's 8 Wainwrights not in the bag. Actually, no, that's not quite true. There is 1 Wainwright in the bag today. I bagged Helvellyn. So, 1 out of 8. It's better than nothing.